And I hit Maddie's character. Actually was originally written to where I was supposed to get right up to him and slam on the brakes. And it got rewritten like 2 weeks before that I actually hit him. He butts my windshield, flips over the car, and then lands in the street. And so they had already done some of the stunt when I came to set. So when I saw it, I was just like, oh my God. And it just looked really, really scary. And then for me to jump out of the car and be completely freaked out, like, oh my God, did I kill this kid? And to come and he's just standing there looking at me crazy. It's a really, really cool scene, and it's really creepy.
He walks on the set and he's perfect every take. And whatever you need, and he's amazing, and he's so prepared. He had to prepare all this Hebrew. We do an exorcism that dates back to the Old Testament, so it's sort of in archaic Hebrew, and not only did he have to learn how to pronounce it, but he had to do it in an American accent, and so he prepared with a person for weeks, and he came on and did it.
To some degree of physical mass, so if your body produces a reaction like that, it means what we're doing is working. You understand?
I talked to Odette before we started filming the movie, and I said, are you sure you want to do this movie? Because it's going to require, a lot of physical prowess on your part. There's a lot of stunts. There's scenes where she's covered in slime. There's scenes where she's got to run. There's scenes where she gets choked and slammed against a wall. It just goes on and on and on. And fortunately, Odette is a very physical, athletic young girl, and she said she was up for the challenge.
Go!
It's not safe to be around me.
The interesting thing about this guy who wrote and directed this mess.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, that's what it is.
Okay.
Well, anyway, the guy who did this was a co-writer of Dark Knight.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
I mean, the only saving grace of this movie would have been if Odette and Megan Good
Yeah.
got it on. Locked horns, literally. That's the only saving grace. I mean, I would have watched it throughout.
Such a one-track mind.
I mean, I would have got my camera out
Honestly,
again.
it was such a one-track mind. Anyway, on that weird and twisted note, join us, and hopefully a more sensible Stephen, after the break.
The guy ruined the movie.
What are you doing?
Welcome back to Film Fix. Now here's an exclusive look at the new Watchmen trailer.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
Watchmen, one of us died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
John thinks that there's going to be a nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way? So we can't do anything to stop it. An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Watchmen are over. What do you suggest we do about it?
Retribution.
We can save this world.
Why would I save the world I no longer have any stake in?
Do it for me.
us will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Our next feature today, The International, is starring the consummate Clive Owen alongside one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood today, Naomi Watts. You like Naomi?
Love her.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was great in 21 Grams.
I actually never saw that film.
You gotta go see that film. That should be in everyone's top 10.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Film to watch before you die.
Okay, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see it.
Do it.
But let me tell you about this film. It's directed by the infamous Run Lola Run's Tom Tykwer, and the story tells of an Interpol agent's discovery of banking corruption, murder, and all sorts while he's trying to bring down one of the most powerful banking institutions in the world.
Wow, take a breath.
I know. But listen, that's not where it doesn't stop there.
There's more.
There's more, because he has the help of his assistant DA, the role of which is played by Naomi Watts. So that's where she comes into the equation.
Well, I've got a film fixed fact for you.
Yeah?
This story is actually based on true events.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So to reverse quote Oscar Wilde, it's a fine case of art imitating life.
Oh, you know how to pull the rabbit out of the hat once in a while, eh?
Yeah, you call me magician from now on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Anyway, check it out, see what you think.
I'm Agent Louis Salinger.
About 2 years ago, we began receiving intelligence regarding the International Bank of Business and Credit.
He's a volatile, passionate, committed, hot-headed Interpol agent who's obsessive, who, you know, is running around trying to make people believe and doesn't always do things the right way, but ultimately he is obsessive about trying to bring the bank down.
What is going on is so monumental. The extent of the corruption, and it's sort of, you know, when it is that big, it spreads, and everything is covered up, and so many people are involved.
The true value is in the debt that it creates. You control the debt, you control everything.
So it becomes impossible to prove, basically, and expose, because there's just so many people in it, and the very people that should be policing this are actually profiting from the same kind of corruption.
Everyone is involved. CIA, your government, Russian organized crime.
They control everything.
Anyone that's ever moved against them has ended up dead or disappeared.
Money is not this institution's primary medium of exchange.
I think we all have a certain sense of uneasiness about the fact that the people we vote for, who should be running our countries, may not be really the people that are running our countries, and that there is a system that is the world of economy that is run by people whose faces we haven't even seen, and that it actually influences our daily life to a degree that is very unsettling.
I play Eleanor Whitman, who's